So, Lockie,
Yes.
today we're going to talk about Generation 4 Flash technologies. Cool?
Yes.
All right. We're
But
going to make it simple. I want to explain it to you. So, Drew, let's start with, to make it really simple, what's your favourite computer game?
seems hard. I'd say Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike Go. That's right. So, and in Counter-Strike, what do?
You shoot your teammates and your friends.
You shoot your friends. Okay. Now, do you remember a few years ago on your computer, we made it go faster? How do we do that?
I think you put a new flash in it.
That's right. Flash disk to replace the old disk, and your computer went really fast. Now, that's called Generation 1 Flash. I want to show you what Generation 4 Flash looks like.
That's a big upgrade.
It's a big upgrade. Look, this is it here. Have a look. Generation 4 Flash called XtremIO. What do you think?
Awesome.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Now, let's explain why it's so awesome, right? And we'll talk about Counter-Strike. Now, what's the biggest problem you face in Counter-Strike? What really annoys you?
I'd say when I'm moving around and playing with my friends and randomly it starts lagging out. Like,
That's right, lag.
I
It's
don't
unpredictable performance suddenly slows you down. That's a real issue, isn't it? You get shot, you're killed, how do you feel?
I feel sad for myself.
That's right, lag makes you sad. So we're going to avoid that. Now, with previous generation Flash, it's susceptible to lag periodically. Not all the time, but sometimes lag will occur, right? With Generation 4 Flash, it's designed to have predictable performance all the time. It's pretty cool. So I want to teach you about the 4 things about Generation 4 Flash, and that's the first one, predictable performance. Now here's the second one. It's called Always On Data Services. Do you know what that means?
It means data deduplication and compression.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right? That's exactly right, but to make it simple, it's taking a lot of files, a lot of data, and making it really small.
Yeah.
Like data reduction. Sounds cool, doesn't it? So a lot of Flash systems do that. But here's the issue. Sometimes that operation, that function turns off. What would happen if suddenly all your data expanded and your disk drive fills up?
I just start crashing out of nowhere.
Your computer would crash. Imagine that in the middle of your game. Computer just crashes, disk drives fill up. That'd be really bad, wouldn't it? So with Generation 4 Flash, that data reduction never switches off. You can never turn it off. It's always on no matter what. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, so that's the second thing. Here's the third thing, and this is probably the most important, and it's called scale out. Have you ever heard of scale out?
I think I heard it a few weeks ago.
Okay, think you heard it. Let me explain it in a really simple way. Now, with Counter-Strike, you could play Counter-Strike with 2 friends, couldn't you? One other friend, 2 of you playing. How many computers would you use?
2.
2, right? We call that dual controller. That's like what we call a Generation 3 Flash system. Now, imagine you want to play Counter-Strike with 8 friends, but those 8 friends could only use those 2 computers. What would that be like?
My friends would just get annoyed.
It'd be annoying, right? You could probably do it. They'd take it in turns, but it would be a really painful thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what would you want? If you've got 8 friends playing Counter-Strike, what would they want to have?
They'd want to have
How many computers?
8.
8 computers, that's right. So scale out means everyone gets a new engine, right? With XtremIO, when we need to add more performance, we add more engines. We can scale out like 8 people getting 8 computers. So that's the third thing. And here's the last one. This is the really big and important one. So do you know what EMC is really good at, really known for?
Is it their how much engineers they got?
Engineers, so think about exactly service and support. Now have a think about if your computer broke, what would we do? How would we fix it?
Wouldn't we go to the store that we bought it from and say, can we fix it?
Exactly, right? Now imagine if we got there and the store had gone out of business, they closed down, or we got there and people said, I don't know how to fix this because they don't have the skills. Or what if even they said, you know what, I can fix it, but not until tomorrow? How would you feel about it?
Just let down, you know?
Probably angry,
Yeah.
annoyed. You'd want to play Counter-Strike and you couldn't. That'd be bad.
Mm.
So one of the things that EMC is most known for is the global service and support that we have. Like you said, lots of engineers that can run in and fix problems, lots of skills, and a business that's going to be here tomorrow, right? Now, more importantly, imagine though, rather than having to take your computer to the store, what if somebody was monitoring and watching your computer all the time and fixing problems before things break? What would that be like?
That'd be awesome, sick.
That'd be sick, exactly. So global service and support is the fourth thing. Okay, so that's the four things. Can you remember what they were?
Yes, so first one was predictable performance.
That's right, so no lag. Things don't lag periodically. That's the first one. What's the second one?
Second one was always on data services.
That's right, so taking a lot of information, compressing it down into a small space, and never turning that off. That's right. What's the third thing?
Scale out.
Scale out. So like 8 friends using 8 computers. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
And what was the big one? Number 4, what was the thing EMC is most known for?
Service and support.
Exactly. Global service and support. The capability to make sure our customers' systems will always be running and to be able to fix them when things go wrong. Fantastic. So what do you think about XtremIO?
Well, firstly, can I get one?
Not until you're older, son. Not until you're older.